Well, thanks for sitting down, taking the time to talk to me today. I saw the premiere of the movie last night. It was really insane. Congratulations on making literally the weirdest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Like, what kind of emotion are you guys trying to elicit from people with a film like this?
I don't really want to know.
Really?
I want them to feel something, and I want it to be personal.
But you don't care what it is.
I can see it could be many things. I mean, they could hate it. Mm-hmm. They could be filled with dread. They could think it was really funny. Mm-hmm. They could be a mixture of all those things. I just want them to remember it.
Interesting. Well, I think you've definitely met that goal. Lindsay, if I could ask you, I know, Calvin, I'm sure you're not going to answer this question, being a director, obviously, and not wanting to kind of comment specifically on what you think the film means or anything, and like you said, leaving it up to people. But as an actress, what do you think? Like, when you read a script like this, what did you think the film would mean in its completed form?
Well, Calvin and I have done. This is our 5th film together. We've done 4 shorts before this, and I remember the first script he ever gave me. I was really intrigued. It was so out there and so different. I was like, I have to do this film because it's so bizarre. I'd never read anything like it, and he's continued to make these amazing films live up to that kind of bar that was set. And so when I read it, I knew that I could trust that he was going to make an amazing film because I had seen what he'd done before, and I just know that his visually it's going to be amazing. And I feel for me it was definitely going to be an emotional journey.
Cool. Could you talk just a little bit about the visuals and what kind of maybe influences you had as far as just visually speaking in the movie?
Sure. At the Q&A last night, there was that kid who brought up Nicholas Roeg, and he nailed it. I owe so much to that aesthetic. So Nicholas Roeg, for sure, definitely Jodorowsky's films, Andrzej Zawalski and Andrei Tarkovsky, a lot of Eastern European films. Mm-hmm. Just kind of step into that unknown world with that dreamlike cinema, very, very filmmaking green. Mm-hmm. And I like that.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, one name that you didn't mention, because I'm not personally not a connoisseur of films like these, the kind of surrealist stuff.
Sure.
But one of the more mainstream names, obviously, is David Lynch. So how do you feel about maybe comparisons to your work and Lynch's work?
That's great. He's huge, so I don't know. I won't compare myself to him. But if somebody else does, I won't stop him.
Cool. Just as far as when you guys got to the set, how much of it was, and I know you mentioned this briefly at the Q&A last night, how much of it was maybe just kind of added once you're actually there visually? Because I know you were talking about storyboarding and you had a lot of the shots planned out and a lot of the transitions and stuff like that, but was any of it maybe added once you got to the set?
If it was minimal. It was a tight schedule, and I had every shot mapped out and exactly how many seconds each shot had to be.
Oh, wow.
I had a damn stopwatch with my shot list.
Okay.
Just checking it off as we went. Of course, things happen and you have to change on the fly. And when we found a way to simplify things, it was great.
Yes.
But we almost never did. It was pretty much like, let's follow the map here.
So for a lot of the movie, you spend caked in blood. Could you just talk a little bit about that and the kind of makeup process and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it was the temperature outside was freezing. It was really, really cold, and I was not prepared for that first morning. The makeup girl putting that blood on my face. That was a shocker. I was like, okay, so this is how it's gonna be for the next 10 days. It was put me right there where I needed to be, and but it was a real amazing experience. I love making it.
Yeah. What is it like for an actress to read a script with not that many lines of dialogue and know that you have to just take people on this journey with you, emotionally, without really speaking to them at all?
Yeah. It was a huge challenge, and I loved it. I love a challenge, and I love the limitations you have in the dialogue. It puts you into this, a boundary, and to work within that was challenging, but really, really liberating.
Cool.
And I enjoyed it. It's my favorite way to work. So yeah.
Nice. Do you guys have any other future collaborations planned at this point, or are you just going to kind of take it as it comes?
We would take it as it comes. I mean, there are plans, but we've always got a plan.
I know you mentioned maybe making one of your shorts into a feature.
Yeah, we've had that in development for a little while. So
okay.
Maybe that.
How does that work with financing for a movie like this one, or maybe I'm unfamiliar with the other shorts. I don't know how it really compares to the Oregonian, but like for a movie that's so kind of out there, how do you go about securing, like, getting people on the same page with you?
It was weird. I mean, there was a lot of people on stage last night because it took a lot of people to put enough money in, and they had to be the right people. Unfortunately, most of the right people weren't very wealthy, but they were excited enough to. So it took a lot of people, and those people pretty much got it by the script. The script was very descriptive, even though it was almost no dialogue.
Right.
So I think a lot of that dread made it in. And if they'd seen my shorts before, they were, here's some money, here's some money, here's some money. And then, we had some good people like Stephen Shart and Alana Krauss come in and fill the gaps. Stephen Shart just did that film Hump Day a couple of years ago. So this is very different for him.
Yeah, totally. For both of you, what was your favorite moment in the final film? Like, if you could pick one, what would it be? Maybe just a single shot, or just a moment in general?
I like. Man, it's hard.
There's so many just ridiculous things that happen, and like the happy birthday line, I was cracking up at that. Like, it was just so like.
Maybe that's my favorite one. That's a good one. Maybe that is.
I'll tell you, my favorite shot that's actually like visually is there's the moment where I've kind of beat the green monster, and it goes back and forth between his face, the blonde guy's face, and my face, and it almost looks like it's really super saturated, and it's really beautiful, the contrast between the two.
Cool.
Love blood.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks, guys. That's pretty much all I have for you.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.